What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with me, your boy Iggy. Today we got a fun and relatively big, but not that big, not as big as it could be, project plan, and that is a gold farm. We've been lacking gold for way too long. I just don't find enough when I strip mine, and we need gold for golden apples for the villagers. So, well, and pretty soon for trading with these guys. I've actually got Dirty Dan here, waiting in a boat for when we decide to do something with the piglin trading. And then over here, I got another dude trapped in a little 1x2 room there. So at least we got some, so we can start off, you know, trading once we get excess of gold. But I mainly need it for the golden apples. So we start off here in the Nether, and for the farm that I'm going to be using, it is designed by what appears to be ianxofour, ianxofour on YouTube. I will be sure to link his video in the description below, because I'm sure he will be far more in depth than I will end up being. But without further ado, let's head down. I actually got a little area prepared, and I think I am going the wrong direction. I think it was actually over this way. Yeah, gold farm's on at this side. Yeah, actually put a sign and somehow still missed it. But okay, so let's get turned around, get our bearings. And so one key thing for this farm is you will want to build it in the nether waste. And if you already have your nether hub up here at the top of the nether, you're going to be in luck, because that's going to be coming in very handy for you, because you want to be building this at Y118 in the nether, in a nether waste biome. So I actually have started digging out, or I dug out the area that we're going to need. This farm is going to be 2 chunks by 2 chunks, so 2 by 2, so 2 long, 2 wide, so 32 by 32, and then 2 high. I'm going to be making this farm a little bit fancy, so I have brought along, let's see, let's go ahead and, it's my crappy spawn proofing, but I'm going to be encasing it in and I placed that completely wrong. I'm going to be encasing it in tinted glass. I'll probably have to go and make more of this, but I figured just do all the walls in tinted glass, one outside of the chunk, just to make it look nice. That way, if we ever come across it or are mining, we don't accidentally pop into this thing. But I can't imagine that there would be any reason that we would do that. But, so a couple other things. The floor can be netherrack. That is completely okay. But you will get some of the regular piglin spawning in there, and that does slightly affect your rates. So I will be building the floor out of magma blocks, but you do not need to do that. So what you're going to go ahead and start off by doing is F3 and G, and you're going to get your chunk borders, and you can see mine starts right here. So this is one chunk. And then if we move out of that, you can see that the other chunk ends right there where we have it dug out. And then if we come over this way, you can see that right over here goes to another chunk. And then the last chunk would be that one right over there. So 2 by 2. So I'm going to go ahead and get the entire floor replaced in here with the magma blocks, and then get the walls done in the tinted glass. And then we'll join back up and work on the next step. I'll see you in just a second. Alrighty, so I got my entire floor replaced with the magma blocks, and then I got a wall of tinted glass all the way around this thing, mainly just because there's this big open area over here, and I didn't want a gas to pop in there and knock out a huge chunk of this. So next step is, so actually you'll notice I went 3 high on the glass. There's actually going to be another floor of this, I believe. So eventually this 3rd block up, this is all going to be another level of the magma blocks. But anyways, what we're going to now come and do is we're going to come to the middle of our farm, So right here is, it's kind of hard to see, but this is the chunk border. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and pop those out and build a nether portal. So we're going to come and go 1, 2, and you may have to remove some of the blocks up above in the ceiling for this. Like so. And then boom, like that. And then on the back here, you're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2 with building blocks. So you're going to need 10 of these. And this is where we're going to have a turtle egg eventually, but not just yet. And we're actually going to go ahead and pop those 2 out and put iron blocks. So now what you're going to want to do is take note of the X and Z coordinates. So for me, that's going to be 208, negative 208.79 and negative 209.79. So I'm going to write that down just so I don't forget. You could screenshot it. I usually just keep a notepad right here and write down my stuff. So let's see. It's going to be the left side, which is the east side, is going to be negative 208.79. And then the right one is going to be negative 20, I believe, what was it, 209? 209.79. Alrighty, so now you should have something that looks like this, and I'm going to go ahead and get what we need for the next step. Okay, so the next step is on this back block right here. You're just going to place a temporary block and use that to climb up, make a little staircase so that your feet are at Y121. So you should, when you're standing on the block, you should be at 121. So basically that is going to be this block right above here so that this layer is too high. So basically you're just going to go ahead and pull out all of the roof and then fill it with, you know, your magma blocks if you're doing the magma blocks. If not, you can skip this step and basically just come up here to Y121 and you're going to hollow out the same 2x2 chunk area. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all dug out and get my floor in, and then I'll meet back up with you and we'll work on the next step. Okay, so now you should have something that looks like this. I mean, this may be netherrack for you, but either way, yeah, so you should have, you know, you've got your portal right here with your little staircase you made to get up, and then everything filled in, and then 2 block high in all 4 chunks. Next, what you're going to want to do, especially if you did this with the netherrack, so that the regular piglin have a chance to spawn, what'll happen is they'll see the zombie piglin, which will be headed towards the center because they'll be after the turtle egg, and they'll run away and they will flee back to the corners here and despawn. So what you're going to want to do is on each of your corners on the top half, you are going to come and take out a 2x2. Stupid. And then just open the trapdoors like so. So that way they will be able to come through, drop, and they will be out of your spawning radius. So again, just doop, 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 doop. Yep, get out of here, dude. And boom, boom. And I did not mean to do that. But yeah, so you're just going to go and do that on all 4 of your corners. So let me just go ahead and get the last 2 in real quick. I mean, I don't really need to do this step, but just in case, we're going to do it anyways. So 1, 2, 3, 4, open, like so. And then the last corner. Boom, 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 boom. And bam, bam. Bam, bam. Okay, next, get your building blocks that you were using before, and you are going to put 1 on top of the other side of the nether portal like that, and then you're going to come forward 2 like that on either side, This guy needs to, like, beat it. Oh, for... Okay, I'm really not trying to have, like, all of them aggro at me, so we're just gonna kind of push you down. Just more of them are just gonna keep going in there. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to, like, leave this area so they despawn real quick. And then come back. I don't know how they are getting out of the... Let's come over here. Ah, shit. Not what I meant to do. Alright, let's see if we go back, if they're all still in the way. I don't want to hit one, because then they're all gonna, like, attack me, so I can get here quick enough. Sprint, damn it. Yep, you can just close that down behind you, like so. Alrighty, so now let me just see what the... Oh, actually, and then you're going to want to get rid of this block and this block right here in front, so that the zombies on the upper, or the zombie piglin on the upper level that are pathfinding towards the turtle egg will come and drop down, and right in they go. Alright, let me start prepping for the next step, and I will be right back with you. Okay, so at this point, let's make sure that we don't have any pigs around, and we are going to take our turtle egg and place it right there, and then we are going to get a trap door and place that in front and put it up like that so the turtle egg is protected. You need to make sure you have at least 2 blocks of air above the turtle egg. So we're all good to go there. So turtle egg on a solid block with a trap door. Next, you are going to light your nether portal. However, do not go through it. I can't stress that enough. Do not go through the portal once you light it. So, don't go through it. What did I say? Don't go through it. So we are going to light that up. And I'm actually going to keep the flint and steel on me because we are going to need that later. Now, let's go over to one of our corners. Doesn't matter which one. And we will place a... Well, actually, first, let's come back here and double check. Make sure that there is no way to get to that turtle egg. Alright, so we're good to go. The only way is through the portal right there. So let's go, and we'll come over to the corner here. Place a ladder, climb up. That way we can get up on the top half. And again, we're going to come and check and make sure that there is no way to get to that turtle egg other than dropping down right there. So it looks like we are good to go. Now for the next bit of this, we are going to have to get on top of the nether ceiling again. So I'm just going to do it again over here. I could run back to the nether hub and then run all the way back over here, but that seems like a lot of work. So we're going to be facing east, open up our debug screen, and we're just going to come until one of these that we're looking at, targeted block is 127. 25. Perfect. Okay, finally. Let me just fill all this other stuff in. Okay, and so this is, you know, the same trick that I showed you a few episodes ago. You basically put your ladders, and I recommend putting them up one so you skip the first block, and then actually it would help if I had my ender pearls in there. And we're going to look through and boom, right there, up. Ooh. Well, that was dangerous. Alright, I think that was the block. So now that we are up here on the top, we are going to come over to, let's see, so we were in this chunk, and so I believe our coordinate should have been right here for the nether portal. So let's see, we are at 208.79, and 208.79 is where we needed to be. So now, I did not bring anywhere near enough blocks for this, so give me just one moment, and, well, actually, let me double check to see what we need to tower up with, but you're gonna need to find one of your, blocks that your portal is in, so, be right back. Okay, so basically now what you're going to do is standing on one of your blocks that would be inside your nether portal that you wrote down, you are going to basically just tower up until your feet are at Y244. So you can see above my armor there, I've got my coordinates. I need to get the Y to 244. Boom. Alright, once you're at 244, you are going to place a block of glass on top, and then you are going to come out 20 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And then at the end of your 20 blocks, you are going to build a nether portal. So let's see if we can finagle this. Actually, you know what? We're going to ball out and do a full portal. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll ignore this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, boom. And then place some slabberoos on top of that to spawn proof it, like so. And then on the back, it might be a good idea to place a guardrail, so to speak, so you don't accidentally fall through this thing. And be sure you do this out of glass so that it is not spawnable. Perfect. Now that you've got that, you're going to run back to the other end of your block right here, and you're going to make a 6x6 platform. So let's see. 1. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. So now you should have something that looks like this. We'll just actually come to the other end here real quick and light up this nether portal. Alrighty, now let me go ahead and prep for the next step. Okay, so made a slight mistake. What you're going to want to do when you do your 6x6 is come out from the back of your pillar 1 and then do the other 4, I guess you would say, since the pillar counts as 1, towards the portal over there. So then, standing on top of your pillar right here, you're going to place 3 temporary blocks. So I'm just going to use another rack. So 1, 2, 3. And then on top of that, you're going to place an obsidian block. So now you should be at 249. And we are actually going to go ahead and make a nether portal right here. So let's see, we'll just go ahead and put some temporary blocks right there. grab that. 1, 2, 3. And then to spawn proof the top of that, we'll put a slab. Because I'm cheaping out in this portal. Is it gonna let me? It's not gonna let me. Okay. We're not cheaping out after all. Going across. And then, let's see. Down 1, 4. Slabbers. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Alright. So now you should have something that looks like that. And get rid of your temporary blocks. And now you need to make what is going to be your kill chamber. And that is basically going to look something like this. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. And temporary block. We can get rid of that one. Goodbye, glass. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then let's see on the bottom here, 1 and 2. So now you should have something that looks a little bit like that. And let me go ahead and prep for the next step. Okay, so now at this point, what you're going to do is you're going to grab a crafting table, and you're going to come, so you're looking at that portal back there, and you're going to place a crafting table right there. And then you're going to grab your chest and place them like so. This little gap right here is where you're going to swipe and kill the piglins and get your drops. Then you're going to come back behind here, and you're going to pillar up 2, 3, 4, and 5. Place another block next to that one, and then you're going to place slabs on top of those. Then you're going to come back down and get your ladders and ladder up like so. And then you are going to light up that portal, and then you are going to crouch and go into it, I believe. Let's see here. 1 second. Okay, so yeah, you are going to go ahead and crouch and go into this portal. And we are in a cave. So now we are going to go ahead and break that portal right there, like so. And I apparently need to get to the surface now, because we are going to need to take our coordinates that we had written down before, multiply those by 8, and then tower up into the sky to build the build another portal. So let me go ahead and get up to the surface, and then we'll start towering up and get on with the farm. Didn't realize that this was going to dump me in a cave. You would think being on top of the nether would put you higher up in the overworld, but you know, what do I know? So I will be right back. Alright, so once you've got your original coordinates, you are actually going to need to tower up 190 blocks, and it is nighttime, and there's a ton of mobs here. And actually, now that I think about it, we can... I almost thought I didn't have blocks, but luckily, I believe... Oh, do I not have my... I thought I had one that was just stone. Whatever, this will work. And then we'll get 3 stacks of random stone. Pick that up. Pick that up. And now we need to tower up to 191. Okay, once you're at 191, we are going to build another nether portal, but this one is going to be 3 wide on the inside instead of 2. So we'll just go ahead and put our corner blocks like so. And 1, 2, 3. And then a temporary block. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And then we are going to block off the back side of this. Like so. So 1, 2, 3, like that. And I'm running out of temporary blocks. So now from here, we are going to build out 11 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we are going to build another nether portal right here, but one block up, so on top of this block. So let me go ahead and get that in and probably sleep here, and then I will be right back with you. Okay, so basically we're going to do this other nether portal up here. We are also going to make it 3 wide. And I really hope I have enough blocks for this. 3. And then we'll just put down gravel as a temporary block. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, so now you should have your 2 portals and a 10 block bridge in between them. And so now what you're going to do is just go ahead and bring this bridge all the way across. Like so. And then put a 2-high wall on either side. Whoops. Oh, please tell me I have another thing of cobblestone. I do. Nice. Perfect. Now just dump that back in there. Put our stone back in there. Definitely need to refill this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Alrighty. And then on the side with your that's elevated, you're going to put 3 slabs like that right in front. Like that portal. And you know what? We should probably put a little safety backing on this one as well. So we'll just do that with glass. So boom, looks good. And then we will light that portal. Now you should be able to go through either of these and it will dump you in the killing chamber of the farm if you did it right, which yes it did. Now we can just hop out, drop down, and I believe the farm should start working here. So basically what's going to happen is the piglin down there are going to go for the zombie piglin are going to go for the egg, go through the nether portal. They're all just going to keep going through, and because they're not in the nether, more will spawn and they will continue to go into the overworld and just push along that bridge until they start coming through. And as you can see, we're already starting to get them pushed in. So this farm is already working. Perfect. And then you basically will just come around on the back here, and it's going to be noisy, but you'll just do that. So now one thing that I will mention, actually, hold on one sec. Let's go ahead and turn down the hostile mobs because they are super noisy. So there is no automatic item collection system on this, and they are actually going to entity cram if you're not standing here whacking them because it's such an efficient farm. But basically, you're going to want to keep your inventory with just so here, let me show you. So we'll go ahead and we'll dump that. We'll dump that. Do I have an empty shulker box? I do. Perfect. We're going to put our stuff in. So we'll throw that in that. Our axe we're going to keep. That can go in there. Ladder, that can go in there. Swords, I don't want. Rotten flesh, I don't want. We'll leave an ender chest up here just because that seems like a good idea. So we'll just go ahead and place that right there, which is not going to be able to open. Go and put it under that. And then we can put that back in there. Get rid of all these swords. So I can, like, show you what I'm trying to show you. Don't need the rotten flesh. Don't need the netherrack. Don't need the rotten flesh. Don't need the rotten flesh. Do you want the rockets? So basically, you're just going to do this and just fill all your spots with nuggets, and then do 2 with the gold bars. That way you won't pick up any of the trash. And as you stand here and just whack away at them, you don't pick up any of the garbage. But yeah, that seems like a success. And then when you hop over here, you can see I've already got tons of gold built up. And if you wanted, you could put all of these swords into a smelter and get more nuggets, but they're pretty worthless to me, so yeah. And that is the farm. Super simple, does not take a lot of work, does not take a lot of blocks, takes a little bit of digging, but as you can see, this is incredibly efficient. And I've almost filled up on the stuff here. And the cool thing is, if you if they're mad at you when they get entity crammed, I do believe that counts as a player kill as well. So you can literally just stand here in AFK and you'll continue to get stuff. And as you can see, just in that short period of time, we got almost 2 stacks of gold. So that is fantastic. And we can just stand back here and just watch it fill up. But yeah, so that's pretty much the basics of that. Let me go ahead and double check here a couple other things. So I'm just going to do a brief cut, and then I will be back with you in just a moment. Alrighty, so that is the gold farm. If you wanted to, you could extend out this platform, make it a little bit bigger. If you don't have an elytra, you can always add a ladder to get up here. Just make sure that anything you build up here is spawn proof, so glass or a lower half slab. And then basically the way you're supposed to do this is you put all of your items in the chest, like so. And then actually you'll keep a couple of these on you, and then you can just fill your inventory with those, and then do something like that. And then what you'll do is then you can come and just whack away. You won't pick up any of the junk. And as you can see, it fills up super quick. And then every time that you fill up, you'll basically walk away from the farm, and that's where you'll craft your into ingots, and then you'll make sure that you leave enough to, you know, fill your inventory with the nuggets. So you know what, we'll actually go ahead and just do a couple extras of those. So we've got some. And actually do one more. And then we'll just store that in the farm. So that way whenever we come back, we can just grab that. Or put our stuff in here, spread out these. We'll leave 2 nuggets too. And yeah, that's how you do it. So I think that's where we're going to end the episode for today. Like I said, you can make a way to climb up here if you don't have an elytra. If you do, you can just fly. And like I said, a few episodes back, I showed you how to pierce a hole in the bedrock, and you can see our base is not far away at all. So there's our nether hub right there. So we can just fly over whenever we want to use this and get to work. So once again, thanks for watching. As always, we'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, because I love reading your comments. Get subscribed, share the video with your friends. Don't forget to hit the bell button when you subscribe so you're notified every time a new video comes out. Generally, it's Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And we'll see you in the next one. You have a great day. Bye-bye.